Is Shakur next for Tank? Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing what's next for Tank since Lomachenko is ducking. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents as we go throughout the video. So I'm sure, as all of you have most likely heard by now, Lomachenko has pulled out of the Tank Davis fight. And I got another video on that if you want to hear my 2 cents about Lomachenko ducking the fight. But for this video, we will be talking about what's next for Tank, and will he make the fight with Shakur Stevenson? Now, I have a few different perspectives and angles that I'm looking at this and the way that this situation can go. However, I don't think that Shakur will be next for Tank. But I've been thinking about some things. Let's start with this. Ever since the fight with Lomachenko was canceled and called off and negotiation talks stopped, it seemed like Shakur got real quiet, right? He posted the Lose Yourself lyrics on his Twitter account. And I'm like, okay, so you've been talking all this noise about Tank. You was just on for non-international boxing talking to Kenny Ellis about how you want the fight, Now Tank available and you singing? You singing now? You posting song lyrics to your Twitter account? Like you sending a message or leaving a subliminal or you want us to figure out and think about something? So I was like, is those lyrics for him, or is he taking the shot at Loma? Like, what are those lyrics supposed to mean? But we haven't heard nothing about, oh, if he can't fight, I can step in. You know how many times we done heard them say that when they got other fighters and they know they can't step in for real, or when they got fights lined up and they talking about Tank when they know they can't fight Tank for real. Where is that energy? Where is the we know it ain't, we can't do what we really talking about for real energy, Shakur? Where is that energy at? Because I'm not seeing that right now. I'd have been tweeting, I'm waiting on the phone call. You can call me. I'll be ready in November. I'd have been saying all of that. Let's go. Let's get the fight. Won't you post another video with your shirt off, telling Tank to stop ducking you? That's what, as soon as Shakur Stevenson heard that fight was canceled, that's the video he should have posted. I'm available. I'm ready. Let's do this. But he started singing Eminem. And also we have the problem with, who is Shakur Stevenson going to be signed with? Who is Shakur Stevenson going to be signed with? Would that be a barrier to making the Tank fight? Is he going to go somewhere where it won't be a barrier, rather, for the Tank fight? Where making the Tank fight would be easy? Does he even need to sign to anybody to make the Tank fight? Or should he just go straight over there with PBC, sign a 2-fight deal with them, and then decide what he's gonna do? How bad does Shakur Stevenson want the fight? How bad does Shakur Stevenson want the fight? And I hear a lot of people coming from the perspective of, well, Tank Davis, the A side, he should be sending him the contract. He should be sending him the paperwork. Well, Tank said that's the fight he wants. So, of course, he should be sending him the paperwork. But if we're honest, Shakur Stevenson is not the biggest fight that he could make right now. It's maybe the best fight, but it's not the biggest fight if we talk about numbers, money, and financials. So I don't know. And then I think about this too. Like Tank Davis got like a 4, 5, 6 fight deal, whatever it is. If him and Shakur is the biggest fight and the best fight at the 135-pound division, why would he make the fight right now? Who's going to be left for him to fight? If he fight the best fight he can make right now, then what? Then what? I was thinking Tank Davis might fight another 2, maybe 3 fights, then fight Shakur. I didn't think that Shakur would be next after Frank. They obviously didn't think Shakur would be next after Frank either because it was supposed to be Lomachenko, but he ducked. So he could do a rematch with Pitbull. That'll be a big fight. He could fight Zepeda. Zepeda got a decent fan base. That'll be a big fight. He could fight. He pretty much could fight anybody he wants, but Shakur Stevenson is not the biggest money fight that he could possibly make right now. But he should be fighting Shakur Stevenson because he said that's the fight he wants. But at the same time, why would you fight your biggest fight at the beginning of your 5, 6 fight deal, whatever it is? So, I mean, I get it from different perspectives, but I don't have to see Tank and Shakur fight next, me personally, just to give my 2 cents. I don't have to see Tank and Shakur fight next because Shakur got his business things he got going on. Shakur needs maybe another 1 or 2 fights, in my opinion, so he can build his stock back up. He can keep the eyes on him. He can do whatever he needs to do to raise his value, even though I don't think Shakur's value is as low as a lot of people are making it out to be. And I did think Bob Arum and ESPN tried to play him a little bit with the way that they half-ass promoted his last fight, the way they had Tim Bradley up there capping like that, the way they showed the people walking out. You know what I'm saying? I think they kind of tried to play him a little bit, but I mean, like he had 1.1 million people watching the fight. I understand that it was free TV, but it's still a million people watching the fight. You only need a percentage of those people to purchase a pay-per-view once you get on pay-per-view. Now, honestly, the only reason I see this fight not happening is if Tank is convinced to focus more on the business, or if Shakur Stevenson prices himself out of the fight. Or if Shakur Stevenson does something crazy like outprices himself out of the fight because he's over inflating his value or what he feels he's worth or what he feels he deserves in the fight. But I honestly don't know. At some point, part of me have been feeling lately like, I don't know if Shakur Stevenson really want to fight Tank Davis. I don't know, but we're going to see. So now that Lomachenko is out the fight, we're going to see what's going to happen, what's going to go down. And I wouldn't be, and I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Tank ducked if he don't fight Shakur next. Tank ducked if he don't fight Shakur next. But if he's convinced more so to focus on the business for this next fight versus trying to make a fight with Shakur, I wouldn't be tripping. I wouldn't say it's a duck. It's not a duck just because I don't fight the fighter when you want me to fight him. Shakur Stevenson needs to get his business situation together. He probably need to get another fight or 2 under his belt. He just said he's not used to the weight. He just said that himself. That just came out of his own mouth. He's not used to the weight. But who knows? He could be fighting Tank next, which is why he posted those Eminem lyrics. Because, once you're negotiating with Tank and doing stuff with Tank, you can't just come out and start saying, oh, I'm about to fight Tank. They don't like you doing that. So I remember when Frank Martin posted, he taking it up to the ceiling. Once he, started negotiating and talking to Tank, that was his little tweet. He tweeted out to the world to let everybody know. So maybe those Eminem lyrics that Shakur posted was to let everybody know it's about to go down. I don't know. Only time will tell. But let me know what you think about Tank and Shakur fighting next by dropping your 2 cents in the comments. You can follow me on IG at 2 Cents Boxing, and you can follow me on X at 2 Cents 20. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.